Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we have pacifists. Ugh. We can either have bad relations with everybody and unrest and lose naval prestige and $24 million, or we can help them out. So much money. I mean, we are positive. We can afford it. We can afford it. It's just... Did you have to? Telemonian Dan says, sure. Okay, we'll help him. What? That's fucking... We found that torpedo boat from last time. Right, fine. You better actually be able to fight the thing this time and not start it a million miles away. Right, DD AI attack. DD AI attack. Everybody on AI attack. Just get them in the right direction. I'll figure everything out as we go. Off avoid. Not what I meant to do. That one, that one, that one. Okay. Let's go, go, go. Mine, 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 everybody calls, I know. Wow, that time, this one's a little bit more pitchy than last time. Maybe the weather's not quite as good. Everything seems to be pitching around a bit more. Could just be a graphical thing. I am looking forward to when they do bring in that feature they were talking about, where the sea state and the weather that you see will match the in-game weather. Just where are you, you bastard? Smoke spotted to the west. They're doing this. They're doing this weird. Ooh, what are you doing? Nope. Nope. Yeah, let's put them in abreast. Don't know if they thought they found the ship or something, but it's still on ×10. Northwest. Yeah, the AI doesn't know where it is anymore. The torpedo boat, of course, will just be running away. And we are faster than it, but only by like a few knots. So if it starts running away at the start of the battle, there's not much you can do about it. I'll give it another 10 minutes of game time. But sadly, I think this is another ghost encounter. Yeah, I mean, without like radar or something, this is pretty much impossible. Because a torpedo boat would be really hard to spot anyway. Oh my goodness! YouTube's gonna flag that, but never mind. It's awesome. Thank you very much to whoever that was. I did see the name, but I'm not going to read it out because obviously I'm doing YouTube, and I think you signed up with your real name. But thank you very much for that Patreon sign up. Wow, thank you. Yeah, the Saxy Ultramarine, indeed. Haven't seen him for a while. Yeah, I'm just going to end the battle. The music on it, though, annoyingly, the last time I had a video with it, YouTube does tag it, but it just we're not going to hear it at that point, which is why I stopped talking. Well, if you want to see it again, patreon.com. When I am, you can type !Patreon. If you do it when I'm streaming, then you get that pop up. I think as well it does it if you like change your donation level. I can't remember, but yeah, yeah, that's what it is. Right, 9 months till we get our first battleship. That's good. Oh, thanks for posting the Discord link. Tell them when you're done. Yes, Discord. Join the Discord. Right. I still don't want to do this because, yeah, I don't want to be at war with Britain when I don't have to be. Torpedo Protection 2. Improved radio telegraph. And we lose 1 transport somehow. Right, where did my task force go? They're back here? They're back here. Right. Fucking do that, and while you're at it, do that. Just none of this rubbish. No access to those ports for you. No access to those ports. I can't blockade France, I don't think, without, like, blockading up here. It would be cool if the game realised that you had a task. I know you sit a task force here or something, and block off the French Atlantic Fleet. That would be kind of handy. Stellaris, ooh, good choice. 8,000-ton light cruisers, very nice. Got any other good research coming along? Passive tech for shells. Ship repairs. That's the coincidence too. Rangefinder. Krupp. Armor. Ooh. That's nice. Yeah, and the Mark III 2-inch. Alright. What the hell happened to Britain's GDP? Fucking hell. Just seen that. That's not good for them. That's a ton of transports. Okay. Oh yeah, the Ultramarine Sax thing. Yeah, definitely. We've got a little blockading force there, and we've got a big blockading force here. No access to your ports for you, France. Bloody hell, look at the victory points on Austria-Hungary. I think the British haven't sent anything. Yeah, they have no ships in the Med. So Austria-Hungary is just, yeah, raiding the Eastern Mediterranean constantly. Which is hilarious. Improved annealing. Okay. Finance is still fine. And we are 6 months away. Be Right Gaming, was that you? Was that you doing the Patreon? In which case, thank you very much. Oh, no. Sorry, you redeemed a name. I can't name a whole class after you, but I can give you a ship. Would you like a battleship? Avere Legione. I can't do a class, but let's take this one because it's a stupid name. Sorry, Italy, or I'm sure it's a very fine name. Avere Legione. There you go. That's not right. Can't type. No E. Where did the E come from? There you go. Then it gets blown up. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Yeah. Hopefully not. The Germans are... Yeah, how close are they to war with the British? Close. Okay, looks like World War One is going to kick off. That's nice, the Mark III 2-inch gun. Come on, France. Have at you. Dearie me. 4 months. Yes! A big battle. Good. Well, not good, because they've got a battleship, but, you know, good. Something to do. Excellent. Let's have a look at you. The St. Louis, 18.9 knots. Plus 53% armor quality, so they're using okay armor. I mean, for the time. We know that their light cruisers are shit. 12 million. They're not that much more expensive than our Ruggierios. And some torpedo boats. Well, we definitely have the firepower to clear away those light ships. And we do have a bunch of torpedoes. Oh, God, France. Yes, of course. I'm fighting the French. How silly of me. Now then, screen the Capitana. And you're already on a screen. Save. Save. That's fine. Right, where are they? Northwest. What can I hide in the right direction? We use the AI magical control. They brought a hotel. Indeed. Maybe we'll even get to see it. Game. That would be nice. Do you like those DDs? And the light cruisers aren't bad. They just look a bit off. A block of flats. Dearie me. What's the weather conditions? Not terrible. Whoa! That's a cruiser. Different to their other light cruiser. Yes, I think that's the cruiser. %14 accuracy? Damn. I mean, I've got an immediate target lock bug, because... Of course. Whoa, 28%! Hot damn. It's crazy good. Wing turrets away! They did hit us. Dangerous precedent. Destroyed a main gun? Yeah, devout. 2.8 million you are. You are not performing particularly well, I have to be honest. So, well, at least we know they have at least 2 light cruiser classes. And both are not particularly impressive. Look at that armour. Jesus. Bye-bye. Okay, now I did see gunfire coming in from somewhere else. Yes, here is the battleship. Here is the hotel. See how the 9-inch guns do against this. They've got a good accuracy. Just falling short. There we go. Blew off a secondary gun. Not a bad start. Destroyed a funnel. Okay. More hits to the funnels. What have you got against funnels, guys? Just pitch those shells up just a little bit. Firing short. Partial pens. Oh, there's a torpedo boat. Finally get to see. This is the one with the... Whoa! Look at all those little tiny little guns. The 1 point something guns. No! 8 3.1 inch guns. What? Different class, which the rest of the fleet is absolutely rage killing. Of course it's a torpedo boat, so it has no armour at all. Right, the St. Louis. Let's have a look at you. 13.1 inch guns. Armour is not terrible. Speed is meh. It's a pre-dreadnought. What do you expect? What is our chance to pen? Yeah, terrible. We'll concentrate on obliterating the small ship. They are taking some fire again. Are we shooting at the other torpedo boats now? Okay. Actually, heavy cruiser, just keep firing on the St. Louis, would you? We've got plenty of other ships to take on the small ones. Yeah. Ships just seem to be shooting at them to disable them. They've only got 1 kilometer torps, so yeah. Knock out the engines, cause some flooding. Oh, this is the one with the 1.7s. This is the one with the... Yeah, the 1.7s. 9 of them. The hell, France. Oh, dear me. ourselves slugging away. The torpedo boats, basically, as soon as they appeared, have been shot up pretty badly. Look at that. And then just left to it. Let's keep firing on them. I can get some proper damage on her. We can try going in on a torpedo run. Just nickel and diming her to death, really. Oh, no we're not. Ah, yes. Now, that's a problem. Oh, France. Oh, dear. You shouldn't be losing battleships to a navy or to a fleet that doesn't have any of their own. Right, let's finish off those torpedo boats. Can I figure out what did it? Yeah, main gun, pen, by the 9-inch. Went through the turret armour. Which, well, was pretty decent. Maybe went through the turret top. No, don't sail into the wreck. Yeah, torpedo boats must be around here somewhere. In fact, I can hear them. There they are. There's the second one, and there's a third one somewhere as well. There it is. We'll come back for you. No, this is just mean. Sorry, not sorry. Oh my god, that was a 9-inch gun. Oh dear. Down goes the T5. And the T12 will be not long for this world either. And T13. Wow, they blew up a main gun on the Urania, which is now exploding. Let's end the battle before she sinks. Oh, jeez. Right, ship stats. over the sounds of victory. Victory, right? Victory? Hopefully victory. Anyway, yeah. We'll ignore that. But who did the most damage? Oh, it was the Urania. Look at that. 7.2 thousand. Oh, no, sorry. No, it was the Captain. 16,000. Damn. That's a lot of damage. Apart from that small incident, it all went perfectly. Yeah, just medium damage. It didn't explode, or and that's all. We got a hold of it. Right. Not bad. Not bad. Is this war just going to be us bullying the French? I hope so. I hope so. But the French have a huge, vast, enormous navy compared to us. Look, 181 ships. 181 compared to our 40. To be fair, we are building 10 battleships, but given that their battleship can't stand up to a single heavy cruiser, well, probably can, but it didn't come off well against a very light fleet. It doesn't bode particularly well for them. Yes, celebratory fireworks. Yes, indeed. Yes, right. Austria-Hungary might end up at war with France now. They're at minus 100. Got any good research coming that I didn't know about before? Bigger destroyer, although I seem to be way over that limit. Improve reload mechanism. That's about it. We've seen the other ones. Krupp. And some passives. Surprised I'm not sinking French ships in the Western Mediterranean. Maybe because my power projection isn't above theirs. Still, the French have an enormous fleet. I'm surprised we're not running into French ships constantly to shoot them up. Central fire control, that's quite nice. Hull strengthening, Dreadnought improvements. The Dreadnought 2! Oh, hello. That could be very useful. It could be very useful indeed, as I'm not a huge fan of the Dreadnought 1 that Italy gets. I don't remember what the Dreadnought 2 is, but we'll see. Krupp 1. That's good. Gun reload time minus 6%. Now, do you know what? I think I need to pop a little priority in here. Because really I want 4 centerline mounts for large guns. That's definitely something that I would like to pick up. If we can. Look at the French economy. Ba bum bum ba ba ba. No, nothing. War between Britain and Germany. Okay. And France and Germany. Okay, we'll consider an alliance now. Bobette Anti-Flash 3. Good stuff. That's going to give the French something to worry about. Ooh, TNT-1. That's nice. Oh, that's what we got on gun layout. Bobette anti-flash. Okay, no, I need the extra centerline mount, please. If we've got Dreadnought 2s on the way. Oh, Jesus. In a month, all the Dreadnoughts will be finished. Oh, good. Dum, 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 building new ships, building new ships. Why did the AI insist on going to build new ships? It takes forever. There we go. Do you know what? Yes. Sure. We'll ally with Germany. We'll ally with Austria-Hungary as well, if and when they come in. But an alliance with Germany, you know, fine. We're not at war with Britain because of that. Because it's weird the way alliances work at the moment. We're still only at war with France. However, we have 10, count them, 10 battleships here. Which I'm going to stick on sea control. They immediately have veteran crews. And we're going to make a big old doom stack right here. In the Western Mediterranean. Maybe we'll get a port strike or something. Hopefully. No, we've already got a Q turret. But I can only fit 3 turrets on my ships at the moment. And that's less than ideal. Yeah, we still don't know what we're getting. Come on, that's a huge fleet. Come attack it. Look, you've got all this stuff in Marseille and Toulon. And I can't see what's in Nice because the Austro-Hungarians have got a destroyer in front of it. But still, come on. Fight me. Doomstack be doomstacking. Are we still making friends with the British? Yes, we are actually. Hilariously enough. Even though the British shouldn't like us, because we're allied with Germany, they think we're awesome. Where is it? Here. Well, they don't think we're that awesome. But they're okay. They're neutral about us. They love the French, they hate the Germans, and they hate the Austro-Hungarians. But yeah, us and Britain are literally the only 2 countries in the world that don't either love or hate each other. We're neutral. Oh, dearie me. Nope, still don't know what that is. Light Cruiser 4. Light Cruiser 4. What do you like? Huh. It's a strange looking ship. And very restricted. Might be worth building one of those later. Possibly. But, move the fleet to Marseille. Yeah, I wish you could literally just order them to port strike. Yeah, I could move them a little bit more aggressively. Park them off Toulon. Alliance agreement, but we need to pay? No. We ain't paying. There we go. That's perfect. Look, it was still block blockade. Well, we've still got zone of control over Corsica, but right outside Toulon. Just shoot it. Yeah. All the French ports tied up. Gun layout. Yes. What are we getting? 4 large centerline turrets. Perfect. I don't need to rush it anymore. Because in 5 months it'll arrive before the Dreadnought 2 hull. So that's absolutely fine. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, definitely compared to update 11 or 10 or whatever, where I was getting like 4 missions a month, quite a lot. This is very, very slow. I don't know if it's just because I have, like, the French are just being cowardly. I did have this problem with the Germans in the 1930 campaign, the second half of it. I don't know if there needs to be a tweak, perhaps, to the mission generation rate. It does feel off that we've, basically had 1 or 2 fights, but that's it. I mean, not that I'm hugely complaining, because it's meant that I can get my battleships out, which means the French have pretty much lost. Inviting disaster there, but I don't think they can. They can match that. Like those are, they're not perfect. They're odd and weird and bad in many ways, but compared to the battleship we saw, yeah, Spain's an interesting one. Spain is an interesting one. I'm really looking forward to the Spanish campaign, because your position in Europe is basically France is your worry, because they can attack you from both directions. Especially if France doesn't have to worry about Italy or Germany or Britain or anything like that. They can cause you trouble. But remember, it's going to be a world map. So Spain will have stuff over in the Caribbean and things like that at the start of the game. So the USA kicking off. French budget is... I mean, the British are the ones who are suffering. They have a naval budget of only 68.75 million because they've been at war for so long. And they haven't done anything. The French are in a serious recession. But they do have a good naval budget. Although ours is close at 93. Germans have the biggest naval budget. They're also in recession, though. We're still we're no longer the smallest economy in Europe. Yay! We've overtaken the British. We're the only honourable in terms of naval prestige, and pretty much everywhere is pretty stable. I don't know how on earth the public opinion in France is liked, but there you go. Big gun tech. Mark III 12-inch guns. Not bad. Geared steam turbines. Ho ho, that's nice. That's definitely worth waiting for. Preheaters. Electro-hydraulic steering gear. Again. Probably worth waiting for because I do like it. So there's a whole bunch of techs coming together at once. That is very nice. Twin torpedo tubes. Improved torps. Okay, good. Let's head up next turn. Yeah, no tea. Because they're sending it all through Suez. All they had to do was, like, send it around. We are losing the odd transport in the Western Med. We do have way more power projection, though. I don't quite understand that. What French ship? Like, these ones? Like, yeah. Again, I wish you could just, like, click on them and attack. Invade, by the way, I tried this out in the British campaign. It currently doesn't work. Again, I wish there was a way to just, like, no, just go blow up Toulon. I want to force an encounter with these ships. Sadly, not an option at the moment. Twin torpedo tubes. We lose transports. How are we losing transports? Just why aren't the French losing transports? They shouldn't be able to get anything to Corsica. They shouldn't be able to get anything to Tunisia. Why am I losing transports and not them? I have all sorts of ships around on sea control. I don't get it. Maybe they're just running into mines or something. Central fire control. Very nice. And the 4x center mount for large guns. Good, good, good. Maybe pop the ships on protect. Try it. Oh, they just want to invade. The roll down here now says invade. Well, okay. Blank tech. It has reduced my transport losses, though. So, that's something. Specialized forging. That's pretty good. Hello there, Swiss cheese. Stealthy baguettes. Yeah, probably. I've had a campaign. I've had a war like that, Lady Felicity, where they never came out of the port, but I just blockaded the Germans and they lost because they just kept losing transports. Yeah, it does happen. I just think I'm just thinking from a gameplay / fun point of view. I think two things. I think if you could take a task force of yours and just right click on an enemy task force and have options like pursue, engage, or hunt, or whatever. But basically an option for try and engage this fleet. And the fleet has an option to fight you, or if it's too fast, it can evade you or go back to port. And I think as well, you should have the option to directly order port strikes. Like if you have a task force sitting right here, I want to port strike Toulon, and then it'll generate the port strike mission. I think that would be good, because that would give players agency in the mission generation. Just my opinion, though. But I think that would be good. Just to give players an option of, no, I want to go fight. Okay, you want to go fight? You go out to the ports and fight. And that might get you in trouble, because they might send every ship in range to defend that port, because typically the AI does do that. When you get port strikes, you tend to get quite a lot of ships moving to defend, and obviously any ships that are in that port will try and defend it. The other problem is a lot of the time, you know, I'm assuming I see active fleet 100 and whatever. it could be that the French can't afford to actually send the ships out. You know, the French economy is okay. It looks like they have plenty of money, but look, there's crew pool 17. Maybe they don't have the crew to actually get them out. Maybe they've reduced the crew to the level where they can't go out on missions, because there is a threshold, and I can't remember what it is. Maybe that's what's happening. But again, if I order an attack, you know, just go in with whatever they've got, and yeah, let me just smash these ports and get some missions. Let me chase down this light cruiser. Like, I'll go right. You know, I'll take 2 of my light cruisers, chase down their one, something like that. That would be cool. That would be cool. Right. How are we doing on the research front? 4 months to get those. Oh, don't care about the preheater, but 1 month and 2 months. Okay, is there anything else coming up that is really, really nice? No, another light cruiser hull. No, that's pretty much it. Okay. Gonna hit up next here. Geared steam turbines. Woohoo! 12-inch Mark 3s. And then, yeah, 1 month I'll get the electro-hydro steering gear. And the fleet is a lie. It could be. Because when you mouse over, this shows you all ships. All ships. It doesn't show you necessarily ships that are able to fight. But, you know, the French should be suffering for this. Either they should be blockaded, you know, or temporarily blockaded, or there should be some penalty to them for this. They should definitely be losing transports in this situation, I think. Yeah. However, I think we can have a look at the Dreadnought 2 as a design, and then I'm going to sign off because, oh fuck, it's this fucking hull. Oh, well, that dampens my enthusiasm. And these turrets are still ugly as sin. Sure, yeah, I can put a barbette there and try and put a gun up here, but then you have a ship that's ludicrously front heavy. Now that's what you want to do, but because you force me to put it right at the front of the ship, like you could be like, oh, secondary tower, stick that in, yeah, here, and then be like, oh, I'm gonna stick guns like right at the back. You know, that's the only way you're going to balance the ship. And it's stupidly heavy. Just let me put this down here. Let me put this down here. I don't want to put it up here. Stupid hull. Least favourite hull. Right. Never mind. I'm going to end the episode here then, on that disappointing note. Screw you, Dreadnought 2. I'm going to have to wait for the Dreadnought 3 now. And I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.